This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
Don't forget who the victim is here. Israel is the victim. Israel was hit on October 7th. Israel was invaded on October 7th. Israeli men, women, and children were brutally killed. Innocent Israeli civilians, men, women, and children, were butchered, stabbed, blown up, terrorized, tortured, slaughtered, dismembered, raped, shot, killed, kidnapped. That happened to Israel on October 7th. Israel's the victim. I watched the Oscars last night. I enjoyed the Oscars last night. One moment pissed me off. And I don't mind the politics at the Oscars. I don't. Free country. You win an award, get up there, you say your thing. You go off on what's happening in Ukraine. You go off on what's happening in Gaza. I don't care. Express your opinion, and I can express mine. I can disagree with you. Jonathan Glazer got up and accepted an award and blamed Israel. Refuted his Jewishness and made it seem like the Holocaust was hijacked, that Israel was using the Holocaust, the memory of the Holocaust, to engage in the occupation and the horrific killing of innocent people in Gaza. Jonathan Glazer, I'm forgetting the award he won. Making the Palestinians out to be the victim here. Completely forgetting. No, not forgetting. He knows. Jonathan Glazer's Jewish. There are plenty of self-loathing Jews. Completely forgetting, knowing that Israel's the victim. It's this. There is no both sides here. Right? What happened on October 7th stands alone. What's happening in Gaza right now is really bad. It's not Israel's fault. What's happening in Gaza right now is Hamas's fault. Israel is defending itself. Israel is making sure October 7th never, ever happens again. But it's this, Glazer gets up and others have done this like somehow Israel's the bad guy. Israel's the aggressor. Israel's the occupier. Israel's the one who started this war. Completely ignoring the fact that Israel is the victim, blaming the victim. I thought to myself, what an easy thing to do. Blame the victim. What a cowardly thing to do. What a boring thing to do. Jonathan Glazer, Jewish producer and director, gets up there and blames Israel. What an easy thing to do. What a typical thing to do when it comes to people around the world who hate Israel and hate Jews. This is Israel's history. This is the history of Jews. Jews get blamed all the time. there was a self-loathing Jew up on stage last night at the Oscars doing the same damn thing, blaming Israel, blaming the victim. Well, fuck him. Israel's the victim. Israel had their 9/11. Israel was attacked. And for the past 5 months, Israel has responded. And for those of you who say Israel's gone overboard in their response, fuck you. How do you know? What do you mean? And for those of you like Joe Biden and others who say 30,000, 31,000 Gazans have been killed, innocent Palestinian civilians, bullshit. That's Hamas's number. The IDF, Israel's defense forces, have said 15, 16, 17,000 Hamas soldiers have been killed. Hamas doesn't release how many of their soldiers have been killed. So even if you took that bullshit 30,000 number, Hamas doesn't tell you how many of those were Hamas soldiers. There was Joe Biden over the weekend using that 30,000 number. Stop. Israel is the victim here. And Israel right now is defending itself to make sure that October 7th never happens again. None of this is surprising. That people will blame Israel. It's not surprising. It's typical. It's cowardly, it's boring, it's anti-Semitic, it's typical. And there was a Jewish producer last night up on stage doing the same damn thing. Fuck him.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.